the opening prayer and some music, I think it would be wonderful.
All righty. I'll be glad to do it for you.
Okay.
So I just invite everyone to just take a nice deep breath. We are so lucky and so grateful to be here with each other, with this beautiful circle. I call it the Zoom circle. You know, it's such an amazing thing. And for each and every one of us, there are challenging things happening in our life. And there are also amazingly redemptive things and powerful healing and wonderful things to celebrate. And so as we light our candle, and I've got this purple candle for transformation and healing, and the origami heart has like the colors of a sunrise. So I don't know if you can see it, but it represents all of you. This represents all of you, my friends. All of you that hold the line of spiritual healing, comfort, and strength for yourself, for your family, and for the world. You hold that energy of light. And we need it. We need it because in these times we need that light. And so I'm going to light it on behalf of all of you. And as you see the flame, hold the flame in your heart. Hold the flame in your heart. Oh, beloved Creator, Great Spirit, come to us now. Be in this circle with us as we ask for healing, for strength, for courage, and for peace. Call upon all of the elements, all of the ancestors, and all of the angels that walk with us, beside us, around us. We ask for healing for our Mother Earth, for our beloved parishioners that are here as a part of CCL and UCM, to bring them healing. May we have a direct river of healing to each and every one of them, whoever needs healing, of the heart, of the body, of the soul, or of their life. We are asking for that, and we are knowing that you bind like a beautiful woven rug. You bind all of our energies of light together into this moment. And we open up our heart for our own healing. May we know that that healing calls upon everyone. We are not alone. We know it and we feel your concrete, powerful energy in every cell of our body, and we give great thanks. We hold up that energy, and we hold our heart up to ourselves, to our loved ones, and to the world, and we allow it to shine. We allow it to shine. And so where there is any heaviness, where there is any burdens, where there are any struggles in our own life, may they be smoothed. May they be healed. May they be brought to a conclusion that brings us more awareness and more strength and more love. Most of all, may we be that loving expression of your divine energy. In all of your names, we say, blessed be, Aho, and so it is.
Blessed be, Aho, and so it is. Whew, thank you. That feels better.
And I'm going to ring a bell before I start the meditation, and I'm just going to, and this is a Tibetan bell that was given to me by a client. And the bell might be that symbol of calling forth our angels, our ancestors, and our guides. And definitely the fairies will be there as well. Okay, let me see if I can get my guitar. Okay. Alrighty. So as we are in this very special healing place together, may we imagine that we are sitting in a circle and that we are calling upon our best energy to create a braided healing, almost like braided sweetgrass. We're creating that braided healing network of love between all of us, each and every one of us. And as you are in that healing bowl of strength and comfort and love, may you feel it, and may you take it into every part of your body. And just notice if there are any parts that need healing. And just allow that healing to flow forth. Flowing forth. Inside of you and outside of you. Because there is one thing that unifies all of us, and that is love. As we love, as we are in love with ourselves, with each other, and with the world. And every one of you is that gift. Your unique river of love is just what we need right now. And so just imagine that you are being lifted up. And the skies and the clouds are clearing. And it's almost as if you have wings. And as you open up these wings, just imagine, what kind of bird would you be? Would you be an eagle, a hawk, or a dove? Or perhaps a crane? Or an egret? Or a bluebird? Or maybe you'd be a little finch. But you, my friends, have the right to sing your song of love, to ring your bell of love. I fly on the wings of love, on the wings of love. I call to the sky and to the earth with its deep roots, and I fly, 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 fly. I fly, 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 fly. And every dance that I join around the world lets me know I am one with all that is, and I dream of love, 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 and I fly, 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 light as as a feather, deep as a river, and solid as the roots of the oak tree. And I dream, 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 dream of the perfect world where I shine, 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 and everyone inside of me is healed and is alive, alive, and we fly, opening up our wings, bringing it home to the world and to ourselves. Fly, 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 oh, we are love. Fly, 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 and all of the woundedness that we hold, we release to the sun and the sky, and we hold our hearts tenderly, and we fly, 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 reaching for the sky, 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 and we fly, fly, fly on our way, and we dance, 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 dance with each other in this circle, and we hold up high our hearts, and we fly, 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 oh, we fly, 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 oh, we fly, fly, fly in the sky, and we know we are whole, we are love, we are cocooning in this moment like a blanket of healing. That's what we can be for each other, and we fly, 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 oh, we fly, 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 oh, we fly. Ooh, ooh.
Just take another nice deep breath and breathe in all the beautifulness of that song. And hold it within you today. We can fly. You can do anything you want today. And so it is. Thank you so much for joining us. It's so nice to have you here. I really do appreciate having you in the room with me. We have Ruth and Lauren and Laura and Corky and myself here. And if you ever want to drop by, we'd love to have you in the house with us. I'm going to talk about the bells. I got into this backwards. I was doing a poem and something for the CCL Insight, and it says, when love rings your bell, you better answer the door before it doesn't come back anymore. And I love that. When love rings your bell, you better answer the door because it doesn't come back anymore. And that's a song. And I put it into the CCL Insights because I realized that having a bell in your life gives you direction. My bell was sitting on the dresser next to the bed. And I called Janet and said, I don't have a bell. Then I realized I have this wonderful bell here. And it's been there for so much of my life that I just have concluded as part of the bedroom. And I thought, I have a bell. And I started reading about bells and what they do. And the oldest bell that was found was in the Babylon palace of Nimrod. And it dates 11,200 BC.
So that's only 2 digits in the year?
11,000 BC, before Christ. That is
it was a comma. 000.
000, yeah. That's a long time that they've had bells. And they're very spiritual. They have a significance with all cultures. All religions use bells for various reasons and various things. So Ruth came and she brought a bell. Janet has a bell. I have a bell. So we're going to be talking about them. They symbolize a connection between the earthly and divine realms. Understanding the spiritual meaning of bells can enhance your personal spiritual practice. So I'm going to talk about that today. Because they represent a higher entity trying to communicate. In other words, this is the way that Spirit, a creator, talks to us, is through bells. Now think about that. So how many of you have a bell in your house?
Well, we just found one this morning.
Yeah, we just found one this morning. It's been there all the time. And so today, sometime, ring that bell. And feel the energy of connecting with entity through the bell. Because there's a vibration that is incredible. So think about doing that today. Because it's a way to foster a connection with Creator. And that is something that we all need. Now, if you're living alone and you like it, ring the bell just for yourself. If you're living alone and you don't want to, ring a bell asking Creator to bring you in a partner. And if you've got a partner, or if you've got people in the house, ring the bell for everybody in the house. This is a way that you can get spiritually enhanced. This is a way that you can move forward spiritually. And it's always nice to have a way you can do that.
Enhancements.
In many cultures and religions, bells are revered as a source of divine power and energy. So we've got the bell, we've got the energy, we've got the power. It is said that demons can put up a lot of things. I love that. The demonic energy can put up with a lot of things, but not loud noises, meaning bells are considered excellent at repelling bad luck. So think about that. You can ring the bell and get rid of the negativity in your life. And I love it when I was reading this and it says the demons, like there's lots of them out there. Well, maybe if you feel there are. But I feel that there's kind of one demonic energy around that you have to kind of keep your energy to keep away from you. Well, and the way to do that is to ring the bell. And that's why churches and other places of worship are often equipped with some of the loudest, biggest bells that you've ever seen, is to keep that negative energy away from people. Besides holding a spiritual link, bells symbolize new beginnings, like wedding bells. Celebrations are to announce the end of an event and even warnings about imminent danger. But they symbolize new beginnings. So think about that. Today, when we're ringing the bell, think about this is starting a new day. This is starting new energies. And you can do that. You can get a new energy going. And it might not be because you want to meet a new partner. It might be that you want to move to a new house. Ring your bell in your old house and say, I love you, but I'm looking for a new place. Think of things as personal, not as a house is just a building. A house is a place for you to feel your energy, and to feel the necessity at sometimes to move. So before you want to move from the house, ring the bell and bring in positive energy. There's symbolism in so many different cultures as what bells do. In traditions across the Indian region, the sound of the bell and its vibrations are used during meditation. The meditation today didn't need a bell. It was a great meditation Janet gave us, but you add a bell to meditation and it makes it deeper. So the yogis meditate on the bell's vibration. So think about that. Every religion in the world uses bells of some kind to do so many different things. To bring about joy, to bring about love, to bring about new beginnings. In Chinese tradition, the sound of the bell is considered universal harmony. The bells in Chinese are also used to protect against evil entities. There's that demonic feeling that the people are talking about, and that ringing a bell drives them away. During the biblical era, the bells had great significance as they were called to prayer and to make announcements and to specify special events. And they believed that they had universal power to exorcise any negativity with bells. So I'm going to exercise negativity right now.
Yay!
Just get rid of the negativity and negative thoughts. And you can do that. Janet, you want to ring your bell to get rid of negativity?
Oh, so
Absolutely.
Oh, what a pretty sound.
Okay, Ruth, can you ring yours?
Sure. I'll do the bracelet one.
That one you can't hear.
Can you hear it from here?
No,
Oh,
no.
we have some jingle bells over there.
Oh, Arlene has some. Wonderful.
Yay!
Hey, yay!
The bells are ringing. And getting rid of negativity today.
Oh,
And Jan
has some bells.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got to turn on your sound so
And
we can
Mel
ring the
has a bell.
Mel has a bell.
Mel has a
Yay,
bell.
Mel. Yes. Symbolizing dreams and their interpretations in the dream world. Seeing or hearing bells carry several positive meanings. And so some of the symbology that bells carry is hearing a pleasant bell signifies your love life will succeed. Remember I said that at the very beginning. You can ring a bell to bring in a person that you like. So if you're going outside and you're in the store and you see somebody you like, carry a bell, just ring it. But do something fun, something exciting with a bell, something that brings in the positive from somebody else. And you can do it on your own. And because hearing bells in a dream symbolizes your struggles in life will become fruitful. And the hardships you are facing will end soon. So hearing bells in a dream does all of that. So tonight, when you go to sleep, if you don't have a bell, visualize what a bell sounds like and put it into your dreams. And those of you that have bells, ring it as you lay down to bring into your dreams the hopes and prayers and all the energy that you have for positive things to be in your life. Bell sounds trigger a feeling of sadness during a dream. When they have some of those and you're really feeling sadness, then you want to ring your bell to push that sadness away. And that's another way that it can work. Hearing loud bells is linked to anxiety and depression. So you don't want to have the real loud ones. The ones that these people have played are wonderful. And many customs, many traditions worldwide connect bells with spiritual meanings. They've been important in human culture for over 11,000 years before Christ. That's a long time for something to be important. And it's something that we can all look at as bringing in things into our life. And we want to think about bells as understanding the meaning of life for you. If you think of your life as a bell, you can put energy into it. So when you ring it, it includes your energy, it increases your energy, and it puts you out there. The bell, ringing the bell does so many things. The reason I wanted to talk about the bell is because of us needing to get grounded. We need to feel grounded. Everybody I talk to is upset about something. And what is a way to get grounded is to, before you go to bed at night, ring your bell and ask that I bring in something positive. One of the things that you can do, which is fun, is to wish on a bell. And you can make a wish of anything you want. And what it means is you take your bell and you say, you say, I wish to be healthy, happy, and whole. And I put it out there so that I can feel whole and happy and healthy. You can use bells for anything that you want, but realize they are said by all of the religions I read about and that use bells, and it's all of them, they say it takes away the negative. It gets rid of the evil in your house, the evil in your mind, the negative thoughts. So think about that. What are the negative thoughts that you have? Get a bell and ring it. And it gets rid of the negativity that you have been dealing with. And it's great for you. The other thing about a bell is that you can make a wish on it, and to do that, just sit down, make a wish, and ring your bell 2 or 3 times, as many times as you want. And so that will bring the wish, will come sooner to you. And so think about that. What do I want to do with my bell? And think about doing some wishing. Because the sound of a bell can facilitate mindfulness, can facilitate all sorts of things, but just make sure that you use it during the day. When I talk about negativity, that's one of the biggest things that I have on my mind right now. And when I read about bells getting rid of it, I thought, that's what I need. That's why I decided to talk about bells. Because it's easier to ring a bell than it is to get into a big argument. It's easier to ring a bell than to yell at somebody. It's easier to ring a bell than it is to do anything negative, because it brings a positive energy into your life. And that's what you want, is to change the negativity to positive. Find ways to do it. Ringing the bell is one, but praying is very, very important. Talking to people who believe the same way you do. Don't try to convince the person next door that they need to believe the way you do. If you want to, just think of them and ring a bell. Think about people across the street. Think about people on the road in the traffic and ring a bell. Use the bells to get rid of your negative thinking, your negative thoughts, your negative energy, and find that you can tune in and out the way you feel. I talk to people who say, well, you've got to feel this way. And I say, no, I don't have to feel that way. I feel loving towards everybody. And then I get into this, well, how can you feel loving about X? It's easy. They're born. They're a member of the planet. They're somebody that I can send love to. Because so many people are going through darkness. This is not a time to go through darkness. This is a time to bring in the light. And you can bring in the light by ringing a bell. You can bring in the light by prayer. You can bring in the light by so many different ways. And this is what we're here for today, is to think about ways to bring in the light. Letting the light shine in your life doesn't take that much. Especially since it stopped raining for a while. It's kind of nice to look out and see the sun. Bring the sunshine inside to your house. Bring in the love of all these people on the screen here. They all love you. You might have a trouble with that. You might feel that, well, I don't know Mel that well. I'm not sure he loves me, and I don't know Eileen that well, and I don't know, I'm not sure that Arlene loves me. You can do that, but don't. Just look at all these beautiful faces and say, these people all love me. It gives you a boost. It gives you a feeling.
And at least nobody hates you.
At least nobody hates you, right?
And at least in this group, if you can't believe everybody loves you, can you be like, you know
I
what?
can't.
No one hates me in this group.
I can believe everybody in this group loves me.
Oh yeah, you yes.
Because I love them. So why shouldn't they love me back?
That's
But
right.
just keep your eyes open to the love in life and close them towards the hate and the anger and the frustration that's going on. Just close your eyes to it. This is not that you're ignoring it. You're aware of it, but you don't want to see it daily. So mentally close your eyes towards it. Now, you might be an active person that likes to join clubs, likes to join groups, likes to be in situations where you're part of the resistance. That's fine. That's fine as long as you don't do it because of hatred, as long as you do it because of love. And that's the way to handle life, is to love people. And so think about that today for me, that everybody you meet, you're not going to hate them, you're not going to dislike them, you're not going to be mean to them, you're not going to be mad at them, you're going to love them. You don't have to do it overtly, you can do it in your heart. But let's cheer you up and get you back into enjoying life. And it's easy to do. You just have to change your mind and change your thoughts on how you look at things. And you can do it by ringing your bell. And just keep that bell handy today. And anything that comes up that bothers you, just, hey, I'm going to ring my bell. I'm going to get rid of that and negativity. You can pray and ring a bell at the same time. You can say positive things at the same time. You can look at people in the eye and say, I have to ring my bell. But take a time to do that. Take time to honor the light and the life that you're living. You're not living in the dark. You're living in the light. So bring the light in any way you can. Bring it into your life. So now that we've gotten you bells, now that you've heard the bells, you can do that. They're very inexpensive. You can get a bell at any store that sells spiritual things, or even the $1.25 store has bells. But get a bell to ring when things are frustrating you, when things are getting you down, so that you can raise up the energy in your home. You can raise up the energy in your car. You can raise up the energy so that things start feeling better for you. And it's easy to do. But because of ringing a bell, thinking love, honoring people, accepting that there's a lot of stuff going on that you don't like, but you don't have to be angry about it. You bless it and you release it. You bless it and you release it. until you get into a group that you want to be, that has a definition about what they're doing, about whatever it is that bothers you. But individually, keep the love light shining. That's the best thing you can do. Now, if you want to make a wish with your bell, you can do that. And what you do is you make a wish, you close your eyes, and you ring your bell. And so for those of you who have bells, you just close your eyes and make a wish. I'm wishing for universal peace, and ring your bell. And put it out there. The universal peace. The energy that sends love, not the energy that holds hatred. And as you do that, as you send love with your bell, you'll realize how far that sound goes. Your neighbor might say, "Hey, I heard you ringing a bell." You say, "I'm ringing it for peace." Keep one in the car. And if you're in traffic, ring your bell. I guarantee the traffic will get it better. There's so many things you can do with a bell that you haven't even thought of. I had a friend of mine who wanted to get pregnant, and she was destined to, but she knew something was missing. And I said, "You need to get a bell." And she said, okay. She got a bell and rang it for 5 nights, and she got pregnant. What did she do? It didn't have anything to do with her body per se. It had to do with her mind, because she opened up her mind to accepting being pregnant. Before, she'd said she wanted to, but she hadn't really accepted it. But ringing the bell opened up her energy. Ringing a bell brings about all sorts of positive things. So anytime you're thinking anything negative, just pick up a bell and ring it. And it's going to make you feel a lot better. So anytime you want to make a wish, you ring your bell 3 times and you make a wish. And when you make a wish, make it as a positive thing, not a negative thing. Not that you hope somebody's going to die or anything like that. Make a positive wish, because that's what it's good for, is a positivity in life. And now, because of all this about the positive bells, I want you to think of the words that have bells in them. We've got dumbbells, okay? We've got barbells, we've got doorbells, we've got all sorts of bells. We got bells of the ball. We've got bells of all kinds of
Jingle
things.
bells.
Jingle bells. Thank you, Ruth.
Bells on your toes.
Bells on your toes, yes. But
Isabel.
yes, Mel?
I say Isabel.
Isabel, yes. All sorts of bells around you. Use that energy to open yourself up to love, laughter, joy, all the positive things in life. It helps if you have something. I wear an ankh, and it's Egyptian, and it means everlasting life and one God. And so that's what I wear. That's my miniature bell that I wear around my neck. But I hold it and I feel the energy of love. So find something. It could be a pair of earrings, it could be a necklace, it could be a bracelet, it could be anything. It could even be your glasses. When you put on your glasses in the mornings, bless them and say, "These are for me to see spiritual joy in the world."
Bless your meds.
Do what?
Bless your medications.
Bless your medication. Yeah.
The glasses thing made me think of it.
The glasses will do that. Bless anything for you when you put your glasses on in the morning. And when you take them off at night, you say, "And I release you and let you go so you can fly and help other people." You'll find that there's so many different things that you can do to help improve your life. And because of that, I'm going to ask people to share with us today what they've done to help improve their life. So, Corky, what have you done to help improve
You
your
know,
life?
one of the things that I was doing for a while was every time there was a commercial on TV, I'd kind of hop, skip, and jump down to the end of the coach and ring that bell because it used to be at the very end in the guest room. And I'd ring it, and then I'd come back, and if there was still time, I'd run down there and, well, I'd saunter. No, I'd a little bit faster than saunter because I needed to get back then. So yeah, but I love the bells of church bells,
Right.
and it's a reminder that because it's sound in the air, and so it's vibrating the air.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Who else has something that they'd like to share? What are you doing to keep peace in your heart? What are you doing so you're not angry? What are you doing? Share it with us.
I'm
No
playing with
offense,
my
Okay, Mel.
playing with my puppy.
Okay. That's a good one. Yeah. Yeah. Anybody else
Donna
have something they'd
Christensen?
like to share?
Donna Christensen.
Donna Christensen.
Bye-bye.
Sorry. I was trying to think of what I do, and I think the best thing I do recently is go swim in the pool at Timpani Center.
Oh, wow.
So nice there. I love it. The
Oh,
pool's
that's
92 degrees.
Wow, that's nice.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Oh, that.
Eileen has her hand up.
Eileen.
Hi, good
Hi.
morning.
Good
I
morning.
ring bells when I start my Qigong workshops to get everybody settled. Yeah, I
And
ring bells at
you
the
ring
start of the
bells.
workshop
Yes,
to
that's
get people settled.
wonderful. And then
Morning.
besides the physically moving, you also are telling them to move emotionally, I bet.
Yes, yes, and also I light the candles because candles representing the master who passed and all our ancestors to bring the energy to join us.
Yes, that's a wonderful way to raise the energy. Yeah. Anybody else have a way of raising the energy in your heart and in your life? Joan.
I decided to teach a class called Money, Wealth, and Meditation. And the first class is this Wednesday. But I find that when I decide to teach that I'm in a great comfort zone. But it's given me the idea of beginning the class with a bell to clear out the old ideas about money and be open to new ideas about money.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yes. Yes. Anybody else have something?
Stephen Riddle has his hand up.
Stephen.
This is very mundane, but it kind of shows how you can use bells for to call in energy. But if you want a hive of bees and you see a wild swarm, you ring your bells or pans. Actually, pans work really good. You go out there and you bang on the pans, they settle in a bush. And then, if you know what you're doing, because bells are bees are a two-edged sword here, you can hive them, and you have all this future honey and pollinated flowers, and it's all because you rang a bell.
Oh, wonderful.
Thank you.
Oh, wonderful. That is
And
great.
that's very mundane. It's very, very true.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for sharing.
And who else said? Oh, and Patty and Joyce.
Patty and Joyce,
Oh, yes. Good morning, everyone.
good morning.
Uh-huh. So here I am thinking about my dad because he was always ringing something. We had two things. There's two things. We had a cow named Lily, had a bell, and we could always find that cow.
Mm-hmm.
No matter where Lily got off to go eat, we could find Lily. That was the one bell, but the other bell was my father's voice. And I say that because it truly was, because it was the stories that he would tell that helped me to feel inspired to this very day. That's why I talk about him. His voice is still with me. It's as if he's sitting right here in this room with us. And when I read the stories or just think about them, it rings these bells of what you can achieve. And one story he had was about running for freedom. Those who were enslaved did not have a bell because that would have attracted attention. So a man would walk through the community and tell them a story about at this time that they were to run to freedom. And it was called Chuck-a-Luck, Honey and Tea, Bobtail Rabbit in a Hollow Tree. And it would go, Mele, Mele, way over yonder on that hill, Mele. And Mele, Mele, I have no idea what it means. All I know is way over yonder on the hill was where freedom was. And so it's those kinds of things that come up for me when I get stuck and remember how free I am.
Wow.
And what I can achieve if I put my mind to it.
Right, right.
Yeah. So I just wanted to share that with y'all today.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Arlene Dean.
A little slow here. Thank you. Two things struck me when you were talking about bells. One of them was you brought back to my mind something from my early days when I was like 19. And the year was like 1969. And I was leaving home for the first time, and I was the first child in our family to do so. There are 5 of us, and I was the second, but I was leaving home. And my younger brother, very big devotee of the Beatles, and was 15 or so at the time. And we kind of teased him because he tried to take on subtle little things that meant he might be a hippie, even though he couldn't wear his hair long or do anything like that in our family. But he had a little bell on a cord around his neck, one of those temple bells. And we teased him because he put it on and he would never take it off. I think he showered with it. I'm not sure. But the day that I was moving out, I had one piece of furniture. I had my bed that I was taking with me. It was a single bed, but he and my dad were helping me take it over to the apartment that I'd rented. And when we got to the apartment, they were ready to go. They'd helped me put my bed up and looked around and commented on there being no other furniture. And then as they left, he took that temple bell off of his neck and put it around mine.
Oh,
and he said, I want you to have this because it's going to keep you safe. And he said, and wherever you are in this world, if you ring this bell, I'll hear you and I'll come.
Oh, how sweet.
And this is that bell.
Oh, how sweet.
And my younger brother, Patrick, remains a driving force. And at 15, he knew he could protect me and he'd always be there for me. So that's my story about bells.
Oh, that's
That's
great.
wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you so much.
That is great. Okay, anybody else have anything they want to share? Yes, Janet.
I just want to share that I have bells, and for those of you that have been to my little mobile home, I have wind chimes and bells. And when I need to clear the house, I just go from back to front, very much like Corky was describing, and I bring all the wind chimes. It irritates the hell out of my brother and Corey, but I do it anyway, right? And I also believe that bells can bring the fairies.
Yeah.
And I have fairies in my backyard. And I just feel like the bells just make them very happy.
Oh, wonderful.
So, they like little twinkly bells. They like them light and delicate, but the fairies love bells.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you for sharing.
So tambourine is also a bell, right?
Tambourine?
Isn't it tambourine? You know, the little shaker thingy?
Oh, I know it, yeah.
Yeah, a little shaker.
Sure.
Yes, anybody else have, how do you deal with negativity? Annie, yes.
Well, it's not necessarily how I deal with it because I deal with it in all kinds of ways. I ring bells all the time. I have a lot of chimes, a lot of bowls that I'll sit down and bring those to bring me to center. But what I wanted to mention was my favorite line from It's a Wonderful Life. Whenever a bell rings, an angel gets their wings.
Claire's the angel.
Yes.
Yeah. I think it's such a beautiful line. And I think about that, and I'll ring a bell to help any budding angels out there.
Yes, yes. Well, thank you.
That's very sweet.
Thank you for sharing that.
Somebody have their hand up? Okay.
Okay. But let's hold on to the thought of cheering yourself up, raising your energy up, letting you fly, letting you flow, and bring a bell in to do that, because it helps you move through life. And so many people are stuck at this point in life. That being stuck means you're just going round and round and round and round thinking the same things. You need to find a way to move out of your negative thoughts into positive thoughts, and ringing a bell does it. And also, if you want a wish to come true, take your bell, take your banger, and hit your bell 3 times. Now, before you do that, you're going to make a wish for good. A good wish, something you want to have happen for you. And now, close your eyes and ring your bell. And let it go. And let that wish go forward. Something that you wish for to help you move your life forward. And as you do that, realize that that sound of that bell can go beyond here, beyond. It is called an angelic awakening when you can ring a bell. There are so many things that talk about angels, talk about helping others, talk about releasing negativity, doing it with a bell. And find a way to do that. Get a bell into your house and ring it. It's going to bring about a very positive energy for you. Now, when you make a wish, ring it 3 times for that wish. That wish can be for somebody new to enter your life. That wish can be for health. That wish can be for anything that you want, as long as it's positive. Don't use it for anything negative, because ringing a bell for negativity really starts the ball rolling. So you always want to ring the bell for negative.
Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it.
You always want to ring it for positive, not negative. Because if you ring it for negativity, it just starts it going. But if you ring it for positive, it's going to bring about positive energy for you.
It's like dropping a pebble into the lake, into the water. And it goes.
Yes, yes, it's very, very positive.
What do you say, Ruth?
I said I wish for all fascists to die.
That's okay, she didn't ring the bell. No.
I didn't ring anything, okay?
Okay, no bells.
Okay.
So also, if I could add, our voice can be a bell. So if you don't have a bell around or near, or you don't have spoons you can gently knock together, just your voice can be a bell. Yes. And what Dottie is saying about 3 times, I just want to underline this. It's very important. There's something about doing it 3 times. Mm-hmm. And it's very ancient. We do it 3 times. So thank you, Dottie, for that.
Yeah, and sometimes it's 7. So
right.
3 or 7, yeah.
And bells have been used in Hindu, Buddhism, Catholic Church, so many religions. But the one that 11,000 years ago was Babylonian. And there are so many times that bells have been used to help things go forward. And so that's what we want to do, is pick up the energy of a bell that's been around for 11,000 years and hold it. That energy in anything that you can ring is that same energy that was around thousands of years ago. Hold on to that. Use it for things positive that you want in your life. And when you do it, release the negativity. You can pick it up, you release the negativity, ring the bell to bring in positive. And it'll help you. It'll help your neighbor. It'll help the world. The more that you put positive into the land. And, oh, speaking of positive, we have our basket here. And so I'm going to pass it to Corky, and she can bless it. And just to remind you that you can donate money to the center. You all should have, if you donated more than $500?
$200 or more.
200?
Yeah.
$200 or more, you should have gotten a receipt from us for your taxes. And if you haven't, call Corky and she will send you one.
Thank you,
so
Joan.
that you can get the energy back from your donation through your church. And it helps you when you're looking at paying your taxes. Okay, so call Corky when you need to. Then the other thing, Stephen, are you raising your hand?
Thank you.
You're
No, I'm just trying to read the chat.
Okay. Okay. Do we have anybody online that do you want to read from?
Well, see, people have been just chatting up a bunch here.
Okay.
Let's see. So early on, it was good morning and a beautiful morning, and good morning. Oh, and then Jan, yours missed the first part about Tom and Mary. So did you get filled in, Jan, yours? Okay, that took care. And then Eileen said that thank you, Janet, beautiful, much needed. Talking about your meditation and your prayer and what have you. And then Annie was thank you, Janet. Prayer was so healing. And Stephen is much of us are cocooning. That's hard for me to say. But each of us healing and gathering more strength. Though we may not feel strength in gathering and growing and gain wisdom. We may not feel strength. Stephen, what was that? Anyway,
Yeah, we might not feel strong now, but we're gathering strength.
Oh, great.
One of the reasons why we cocoon is we're getting stronger and stronger and stronger.
Thank you.
And so, I feel we're in incubation right now.
Now, how long is this going to be? Is this going to be for like 3.5 years, or is this going to?
I think more like 1.5 to 2 years.
Okay.
But when I predict the future, it goes wacko. So don't listen to me. So, but the mood of the people that I talk to and stuff, it seems to be, everybody seems to be, it's not really quick, but it won't be like 5 or 6 years. So, yeah, who knows, really?
Look forward to things changing.
Get ready for it. Be healthy. Be as positive as you can. We all know that already. So there.
Personally, I feel like the government needed a shakeup. We needed, we were complacent, so we needed something that would cause us to go, hey, you can't do that, or whatever, or thank you for doing that because we hadn't thought of that before, or whatever it was, and whatever your bent is.
Yeah.
And just I am praying I'd like to start a prayer circle where we, like once a week or maybe for 15 or 20 minutes every other day. I don't know. Maybe you guys can help me figure this out so we can put positive things in. People are afraid and they're letting the news guide them, which is, we're light workers. We need to get the light going. We need to get generating positive energy and for whatever is the best good. Maybe our idea of the way the government should run is not the best way. Maybe we need, I don't know what we need, but it's just for people to be able to calm down, feel heard, feel taken care of, and just whatever the best is. But I'm sure that there are people that hear what we have to say and say, well, that's stupid.
Corky, you are so right.
I'm with you, Corky.
Okay, so
you are so right. I want people. Yeah, people look up the Great Spiritual Awakening. I believe was of the 1880s. It just started with a prayer group in one city somewhere. I think it was 18.
But anyway, right? That's very. Please do not underestimate the power of prayer. And so instead of putting more negativity out into the world, let's put more love, peace, joy out into the world. And it starts with us, each individual. We can't do it with. It can't be done without us doing it. Just like I think we were becoming complacent with the government. I think, it's time to stand up and say, this is what I want, and this is what I believe is best for us. Okay, okay, I'm done.
Okay.
But you can please send your
next week, Corky.
I mean, just send me a text or something and say, what would be a good day for you? What would be a good time? What do you think? Do you think we should do it? Maybe we have too many prayer things out there.
Never.
I like to do mine kind of fast and dirty and get the prayer in and get out and get going. So
you know what? That's valid.
Yeah. So let's let's do something. Let's put out positive energy into the world. Please, please, please.
Wonderful.
Now I'm done.
Okay, thank you.
And I just wanted to add that there is a wonderful astrologer, Pam Gregory. She's in the UK, and she has set up a worldwide meditation and prayer time where we just stop whatever we're doing and we meditate. And it's at 7 p.m., UK time, and that's at what? 10 p.m. our time, 10 a.m. our time. So we are doing it. She was doing it on every Sunday, and then she decided, let's just do it every day. So it's 15 minutes of meditation, however you want to do it.
Yes, sounds wonderful.
Maybe that would be something that we could encourage people to do.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to create our own. We can use something that's in place now.
And what is her name again?
Pam Gregory.
Okay.
And she's wonderful. She's an amazing astrologer.
I guess we can look it up on the internet.
Yes, we go to Pam Gregory. She does about the changes, just like our wonderful person does for the CCL Insights.
Tamara.
She does them for, like any kind of astrological or planetary changes. But she always talks about the meditation, and she said she's gotten wonderful feedback about it. And she said there's no Zoom link, there's no nothing. You just stop and do whatever the way you do it.
Right.
But we're all bonded together at that time because we're doing it at the same time.
Okay, and Janice had her hand up. Janice, did you want to say something?
Jan, yours?
Jan.
Okay. Well, thank you all so much for being here this Sunday. And we're looking forward to next Sunday. And we want you to all think about what you can do by ringing a bell, breathing deeply, humming something that takes you out of the negativity and changes you into a positive space.
Jumping up and down does that too.
Not me.
That's fair.
And as Mr. Brown said, Mile, Mile.
Yeah, it's if I'm feeling depressed or down or something, I just start come on, get energy going, and that helps.
Again.
That
Okay.
helps me. Anyway.
Thank you so very much for being here this weekend.
You guys, it's we love seeing you. We wouldn't be here without you.
Thank you very much, and
Thank you
keep
very
those
Thank you,
bells-
everyone.
Keep those bells ringing.
And
Absolutely.
yes, Mile.
Yay.
Over in the hill, freedom.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Yes.
guys. Ciao now.
Have a
Ciao
good
for
week,
now.
everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.